The next performance was written in honor of all the young people who encounter mental illness and challenges as part of their lives, their friends' lives, or in their families. Laura wants to honor everyone who works with young people in any given setting, and here she is with her essay, Okay.
I happened to talk to your son this morning, Laura. Great. I turned back to my classroom. Can you stop by on your planning period? Getting called to the principal's office is never a good sign, even for teachers with 16 years experience. I'm worried about him, Jan said as I sat down opposite her giant desk. When I asked him how he was this morning, he said, "I wish I wasn't here." When I reminded him that spring break was around the corner, he said, "Not here at all." My son wasn't suicidal or troubled, I told myself for the next few minutes. The ensuing hours found the principal's conversation wiggling back into my head, eating holes in my parental confidence. I was a teacher at the school where all of my sons attended. A good chunk of my paycheck went towards tuition at this exclusive private school to make sure they were cared for, educated, and had friends. Public schools in Georgia were not the environment for that to happen. A small private school where graduating classes were 50 or fewer seemed to guarantee certain things that the sprawling neighborhood high school could not. It would be okay. Everyone would be okay. Everyone had to be okay. Everything was okay. Okay? Okay. That evening I talked with him. "So, Mrs. Hicks said she chatted with you today." "No." "She's worried about you." "I don't know why." "She wondered if you're doing well. Sophomore year can be tough." "No, it's really easy except maybe Mr. Schaefer's class, and he's awesome, so no problem." "Well, that's what I thought, but she was worried about your comments today?" "Mom, I didn't talk to her. I don't know what you're talking about." "Well, she said you wished you weren't here?" "She must have me confused with someone else. I'm okay, Mom, really." I packed my son's lunches. I taught their classes. They greeted me in the hallways. I knew all of their friends. I attended almost all of their events, sports, plays, concerts. If they were on the field, on the stage, I was in the audience or in the stands. I was making sure everything was okay. I was protecting them. Nothing could go wrong. Well, I mean, my marriage was in the toilet and my husband was becoming aggressive towards all of us, but the boys were with me at school and at home. We didn't really spend that much time around him. It would all be okay. Everyone would be okay. Everyone had to be okay. Everything was okay. Okay? Okay. One weekend, my son was away in a soccer tournament 3 hours away, and I went to tidy up his room. So when he got home after a day of playing goalkeeper, he could shower and collapse into bed. He'd be worn out. Typical 16-year-old boy, clothes, school books, Magic the Gathering cards, and lunches. Lunches, old lunches, molded lunches, soft apples, potato chips crushed to dust in their packets. Probably a month of lunches in his desk, his trash can under his bed. My son wasn't eating. My athletic top of the class, artistic son, wasn't eating. My sophomore class president's son wasn't eating. What was I supposed to make of this? His explanation that night was reasonable. He had so much to do, he just hadn't had time. But why didn't you put these in the fridge or something? Why is this all around you? What's going on? Why didn't I notice? He promised he'd make his own lunch so he'd have whatever he wanted. It would all be okay. Everyone would be okay. Everyone had to be okay. Everything was okay. Okay? Okay. It became too easy to overlook offhand hallway comments and uneaten lunches. It was easy because he was successful. He was the class president in the school musicals. He took AP classes. He looked fine. He seemed fine. He walked and talked fine. But looking back through 7 years of reflection, he was not fine. Sure, I was always there. Maybe that was a bit too much. But he was stressed from estrangement from his own father. He felt overjudged and undersupported. He was sad. So very sad. I left his aggressive stepdad. The boys and I moved into an apartment during the fall of his junior year. Now, it would all be okay. Everyone would be okay. Everyone had to be okay. Everything was okay. Okay? Okay. Senior class president, top 10% of his class, starting goalkeeper, lead in the fall drama, accepted to college. He was doing fine. He was okay. If I could have seen inside, deep into his heart, into his gut, I would have known sooner. In my defense, I was busy. I was a teacher. I had 3 sons. I was going through a divorce. My dad was just diagnosed with Parkinson's, and my sister had died. I wasn't just busy. I was in many ways bereft. I needed him to be okay. Maybe he knew that. He must have known that. He put up a good front until the spring of his senior year. In a screaming fight, after I refused to let him spend the night with friends that I knew were drinking and smoking pot, he said, "Do you even know that I tried to kill myself sophomore year? Does it even matter that the fact that Abby called is the only reason I didn't do it?" Wait, what? Everything was not okay. Everyone was not okay. There's no reason or excuse for the fact that we refused to seek help. There is no one who would fault me. I did what I knew to do. I talked to him. I offered to get him help. He refused. He would be fine when he got to college. Getting out of the small school, the repressive Southern environment, that would free him. We agreed. We took extra special care of each other the rest of the summer. Now it would all be okay. Everyone would be okay. Everyone had to be okay. Okay? Okay. Fast forward to sophomore year of college, everything was not okay again. What is it about that damn sophomore year? Everyone was not okay. He tried to kill himself again. Jumping off a parking garage, this time stopped only by some drunk passersby who mocked him as a coward. He went back to his dorm. That winter, he sought help. Diagnosed with cyclothymia, depression, and anxiety, he engaged with counseling and drug therapy. Then his counselor graduated, and the side effects of the drugs became, unsettling. The next years included drugs, not the prescribed kind, dropping out of college, and a series of started and abandoned jobs. He refused therapy. He refused medication. This is where I realized that at any number of moments in this story, this could have been tragic. His story could have ended. My world could have gone so much darker than it actually is, and I would have been culpable. I ignored symptoms, unwittingly maybe, and in pursuit of my own comfort for sure. If everyone seemed okay, then everyone was okay. Not true. I am a person who has spent the last 23 years around teenagers of all walks of life. If I couldn't or wouldn't see the possibility of mental illness in a young person with whom I lived, you might not either. There's so much more below the surface. Sure, it might be typical teenage angst, but it might not be. And that is a chance that isn't worth taking. Let me say it again. That is a chance that is not worth taking. For me to hope and to have taken comfort in the idea that everyone would be okay and everything would turn out okay without actually seeking resources to support my son and our family still worries me. Today, my son manages his illness through meditation, yoga, and diet. Others need counseling. Others need drug therapy. Others need hospitalization. Today, my son is looking forward to becoming a father this fall, and he knows what he needs to do to stay steady. Our young people are indescribably precious and unfathomably deep and amazingly brilliant. We need them all, every single person. So watch out for our high schoolers. Keep an eye on the middle schoolers. Don't let college kids go uncared for. If we can nurture everyone, then maybe, just maybe, more of us will be okay. Or even maybe better than okay. Maybe even excellent.